yeah, and that's obviously where the debate comes in at 5% of what. That total core revenue is on a 27% success rate, let me use that term. And then what you find, my lady, in the bottom left is the capital amount on every factor in that simple mathematical equation, which really comes from the determination of the CEO in our favor. And you get to amount of 9.7 billion. That's on a 27 recall rate, our effective rate, our average call duration. But then what we did, just to demonstrate, it's purely for illustrative purposes, we decided to use some of the CEO's numbers. We kept our success rate at 27%, my lady. We say, obviously, as Mr. Pakran has addressed you, there really can be absolutely no justification for the 70% reduction, and it's arbitrary, but I'm not going to repeat Mr. Pakran's argument. What's included in this model, obviously, is the termination rate, because that seems hardly to be in dispute. So then what we did, the average call duration. So instead of using our average call duration, we use a 2-minute call duration in line with a CEO. We use the lowest effective rate of a minute, his lowest effective rate. And then we make that sum. This is all over 18 years, my lady, let me just add. Then we still get to 2.7 billion. Even on those, what we say are ridiculously low numbers in the CEO's favour. Blamey, then we did another sum. Instead of using 27% return rate, we used 9.5%. That is all return calls within a minute. And then adding to the sum. So now we even further in favour of the CEO. Then we get to amount of 985 million. Lady, the numbers are big, that is true, but that is what they are. Even when we reduce to try and cut across, we say there's no answer to our effective rate, we say there's no answer to our call duration, we say there's no answer to our 27%. But even if we reduce it to what we say is the absurdity of the CEO's numbers, it demonstrates, my lady, with the greatest of respect, in the language we have used in the affidavit, in the language used by Mr. Gilbert and Mr. Pakran, how shockingly inappropriate it is, whatever I may have used. And my lady, unless I get other instructions from those on my left, I think that is my job done, my lady. The task really is not a daunting one. The formula is easy. When one cuts through the evidence, and that which is really in dispute, my lady, there isn't much. And our learned friends for Vodacom can't seek refuge in the comfort of flash confidence in this case. Lady, Mr. Pakran is just going to address you on the issue that your ladyship asked him regarding the confidentiality and the likes. And I'm just going to turn the mic off and the video off to give him an opportunity. I don't know how the answer will be, my lady, but you may or may not see me in reply. I don't know what is going to happen. But anyway, that's my task done for today. Thank you, my lady.
Thank you, Mr. Scott. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Pakran.
Thank you, milady. Milady, I did take the opportunity of speaking to my learned friend, Mr. Trengove. My learned friend, Mr. Cooper, is really not involved in the confidential document. And we are at IDEM. The simplest way of handling it is to do a virtual in-camera, no pun intended. Was intended, of course, milady, but to do a virtual in-camera hearing by asking Khomotso to perhaps switch off, if that's the word, disconnect everyone other than my legal team, Mr. Trengo's legal team, and of course Mr. Cooper's legal team. And lady, I don't know how long that will take, but perhaps can we disappear until that has happened, or is it a matter of flicking the switch?
It's not a matter of flicking the switch. There are quite a number in respect of the press, so we need to ensure and make sure that she does it quickly. So I think the best thing that we do now, we will just take an adjournment at this stage. She will then do the necessary together with the IT guy from the OCJ, so that we doubly sure that the media is basically cancelled out of this confidential virtual, and then we can proceed. I think that's best. Are you guys ready to argue the issue, the confidential issue as of now?
Yes, lady, I'm going to make just very few submissions.
Okay.
I'm ready right now, but can I just ask, there are some other people in the room that I must ask them please to vacate, because they can obviously hear my voice. Your ladyship could give me just a minute.
Okay, but we're going to adjourn now so that Khomotso can do the necessary. So you can also take you can take control of your housekeeping while I do my housekeeping virtually with Khomotso.
Would you let us know when you're ready, Melissa?
Yes. Khomotso will basically give you guys a call and say when she's ready and when the media is out of the virtual space.
Thank you, Melissa.
Okay, so court will adjourn for a few minutes.